Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I created the cemetery scene in my front yard. So if that's something you're interested in, please keep watching. So I just want to mention this was a multi-day project. So I think this actually took me in total 3 different days. So if you start to notice that my outfit changes from one scene to the next, it's because it's a completely different day. Actually, I think these were like about a week apart. It did take me a while, and the first day that we did it, we were actually putting the lights on the house. So if you saw my other video where we did the Govee permanent lights on the house, we didn't even start decorating the front yard until pretty late in the day, pretty close to dusk. So I ran out of daylight that first day that you just saw. And so here we are on the second day, or maybe this was the third day, I forget. But also I want to bring up that I don't know what happened to some of my footage. There was footage of me and my boyfriend putting out the fencing that you see in this video, because where we left off in the last section, all I had was the tombstones, the skeletons, the jack-o'-lanterns, all of that. Another day we did actually put out this fence that you see, and also those pillars that you see me next to. And the fencing I actually got from, where was that? Spirit Halloween a couple of years ago. So this is the fence that has the skeleton faces, the skulls on it. And then I did spray paint it black because I felt like the dark gray, it just wasn't that noticeable in my yard. So I did spray paint that. These pillars that you see, that was actually a DIY project. And I had watched a bunch of videos on YouTube on how to build your own pillars. And what I had done was I took 2x4s and just cut them to about 5 feet tall. That's about the height here we have. And just built out a frame. And then once I had that frame built for both of these, then I just went in and cut up some plywood and just screwed the plywood in around the frame. And so that's basically how I created these. And then they're textured too. What I had originally gone in with, I think I just grabbed whatever was available in my garage, honestly. After building the frame, I just wanted to get them finished and out in the yard because I was running out of time. And so I think I had originally used some plaster that I had just to fill holes around the house. And then this year, I felt like they needed a little bit more work and more texture. So what I did was I went in with a big bucket of joint compound, and I basically just applied that with a trowel. And then I did kind of go back in with an actual sponge and kind of sponge it to give it a little bit more of like a brick or stucco, like a rougher texture. So that added a little bit more interest to it. And then I did make a little sign that you can't see in this. You might be able to see it at the very end. But I made like a little cemetery sign. And then this year, the new addition here, you see me working on this trellis. So this is actually a metal trellis that I purchased off of Amazon. It was really inexpensive. I want to say it was like 20, maybe like under $30, I believe. And so this is a fairly tall trellis. I forget what the height is here, but I think it looks like it's about 8 feet tall. So I just built that metal trellis, and you can take it apart at the end of the season so it stores away nice. And my idea was to make that like my cemetery arch. Now at one point I did have the idea that I wanted to make a sign that says cemetery and put it around that archway. But again, like a lot of my projects, I only have so much time in the season, so I didn't have a chance to do that. So maybe next year. But what I'm doing here is I got the idea to take these black glittery branches that I bought from Home Goods a while back and just break them apart and kind of attach each of the branches with zip ties on that archway, because I'm trying to make it look more like a natural, kind of like maybe like the forest overgrew the cemetery. So I'm trying to make it look like that. And then here you see me going in with some, these are like a dark maroony purple maple leaves. And what I did was I just cut those apart into multiple different pieces because I didn't want a ton of leaves on this. I just wanted to apply them here and there sporadically. I just wanted it to look like wild vines were going around that trellis, the archway entrance. And then one of the next things you'll also see is after I've put all the branches on, I've installed all of this, then one of the next things that I'm going to do is actually go in with some creepy cloth, because there's that back metal piece of the trellis that I needed to hide, and I didn't want that to be like noticeable or look weird. So what I'll go in with is I'm going to actually take black creepy cloth and drape it across the whole top of the trellis, and then I go back in and zip tie all of that. So you'll start seeing me do that. The other thing I wanted to add here is I wanted some lights along the trellis. So I got some orange, I guess you would call them cluster lights. And I actually wrapped that, after I'm all done, I wrapped that around the front of the trellis to add lights to the archway, and it really gives it a nice glow at night. And then at the end of the video, you will see a close-up of the archway and see how it looks at night. And another thing, I had found this little skeleton bat, and I went ahead and added that randomly at the top of the archway. I just thought, I don't know what I'm doing with this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add it in because I thought it was cute there. And then I will go ahead in with some cobwebs as well. So you'll see me add more of the spider webs to the fence and the pillars, and that'll basically wrap this section up. I wanted to go in and give you guys a final look of the whole cemetery scene when it's lit up at night. This includes the columns, the archway, all the jack-o'-lanterns are lit, and I'll also give you a look at the other side of the yard as well. And that's going to wrap up today's video. I will be putting out one last Halloween video. It's going to be a Halloween/fall movie night. That should be out in the next day or two. So if you're interested in this kind of content, please like and subscribe to my channel, as I will be putting out more decorating videos for Christmas as that comes up soon. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great one. Bye.